Okay, so today on Small Project Central, we're going to be hanging a porch swing. My daughter bought this for my wife, for our grandbaby. Just thought this was a beautiful Christmas gift. It's crafted really nice by a gentleman. She got it off of Etsy. I'll put the link in the description below. And so we're going to try to safely hang this on the back porch here so that we can have many hours of enjoyment of while little Zoe fits into her porch swing. So let's get started.
So here's a quick overview of the tools that we're going to be needing for this project. We've got our cordless power drill. We've got some eye hooks that we're going to bolt into this overhead beam. I've got some locking carabiners here that will hold the rope to both the eye hook and the swing hooks, and then drill bit, and then I've got this nice long screwdriver. You can use anything as long as it's long and very stiff, and you'll see what we're going to do. We're going to use a little bit of a torque, and then also our measuring tape.
Okay, so the way the gentleman built this porch, this baby swing, is you could see that he's got this enclosed. It's bound, very secure. It's got this, but it's closed. It cannot be opened. So what we're going to be doing is, again, we're going to use the eye hooks here to put those into the beam, and then I've got these locking carabiners that will loop through here and also loop through here. So the first step is I'm going to take a measurement of the swing itself, and instead of trying to go center to center, I'm just going to go outside to outside. I think that'll work fine for our purposes here. And so we're looking at 16 inches. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and put my eye hooks into the beam.
Okay, so what I did next is I went ahead and selected my drill bit, and not sure you can see on here, but the diameter of the drill bit is just slightly smaller than the threads on the eye hook there, and so that should allow us to have a good secure connection with the teeth biting in from the threads of the screw, but also make it not impossible to get this thing into the ceiling joist.
Okay, so we found a nice spot here on the back porch where it's underneath the eaves, so even when it's raining, we'll be able to put Zoe into her porch swing here and let her swing on the back porch without getting wet. And so we found a nice spot here between these two hanging plants. It's going to be 16 inches, and so I'm going to go ahead and find the center here. And we're looking at between these two plants, right at 47, so we're going to be at 23 and a half. I'm going to go ahead and mark a little spot, 23 and a half. Now we know the dimension, the width of it is 16 inches, and so I'm just going to find half of 16 is 8, and so I'm going to go ahead and make a mark there at 1, and then at 16. And then I'm going to go ahead and find the halfway spot between this rafters and their 3.5. So that's going to be 1 3/4 inches. Be the center. Go ahead and mark that off. So we've got a cross mark there, and then 1 3/4 inches. And we got our spot there. All right, so let's go ahead and get drilling. Okay, so to go ahead and get these mounted into this overhead beam, I'll go ahead and just get it started with my hand, but it will become very difficult very soon. And that's why, whether you got a crowbar or anything like that, I use this long screwdriver, and I'm able to use that as leverage to be able to get this into that ceiling beam. And as you can see, it's difficult, but it's going to be very, very secure. And I'm gonna go until my eye is almost touching the beam. I think we're close enough there. Okay, so, all right, so I think we're secure. Okay, so these are the carabiners. They're locking. You can see it's a screw lock. They are stainless steel, so they should weather extremely well. I went overkill on these. They're rated for like 16 or 1800 pounds of pressure. Nowhere close to what we're gonna have, but we're gonna know that little Zoe is safe and secure in her new porch swing. And so we'll go ahead and get these hooked on and be able to hang our swing. So let's go. Okay, we've got our locking carabiner, and then this is the closed loop that I referred to earlier in the video. So I'm just gonna basically slip that in, and then we're gonna slip this up over the eye hook. Get the other one, make sure we're not tangled here. We're not. Make sure we're completely loose. Get that pushed in. There we go. So I'm going to have the threads going up to the top. So even if it comes undone, it's still going to be secure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this in there. Get this one on there, and then it's just a matter of getting these threads, getting them locked in. You could put maybe some Loctite, something like that on there. I don't think we'll definitely need that if you want it to be more secure. But here we go, get that nice and tight. I'll get a wrench and probably tighten that just up a little bit more. Right now it's just hand tight, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Got that, and there we go. We got the porch swing hung for little Zoe. Let's stand back and see what that looks like. Okay, so we've got the porch swing hung, secure eye bolts into this secure beam. We've got our stainless steel threaded carabiners, locking carabiners, so we know that nothing's going to come undone. And the only thing left that we've got to do is to make some cushions for the bottom and the back, so little Zoe will be nice and comfy in her porch swing. And she needs to get a little bit bigger before she gets in there, because she's still pretty young, but we're getting prepared. So anyway, if you like this video and you got something from it, give me a thumbs up, and then be sure and subscribe for more small projects coming to you soon on Small Project Central. Thanks, take care, see you next time.